yesterday, and Miss Austin is going to actually lead us in that.
Well, Mr. President, board members, Dr. Ford, administration, and guests, it is with honor and great pride that tonight I get to introduce a student, and his name is Forrest Evans. And Forrest, come on up here while I talk about you for a minute. Right here in the center. We'll put you on center stage here. I'm excited to introduce Forrest tonight because I've known him for about 7 years now, and his dad's here tonight. Hello. And Forrest was a student at Robinson Middle School, and he's a 6th grader, and it's of no surprise to me that he's come as far as he has with his music talents, but he's also one of our best and brightest in our district. And one thing that I remember is that we always had talent shows at Robinson. I got those kicked off over there, and Forrest was always right in there, and it was a family affair. His dad would come, and his mom, and his brother. And the other thing that Forrest did is he got other kids invested in music, and he even had a band, and so it kept growing, and then that became all their family's interest too. So it was always fun to watch whatever he was going to do. And so tonight, Forrest is being recognized because he won first place in the Fingerstyle guitar competition at the 2011 Kansas State Fiddling and Picking Championships in August. And Forrest is the youngest person ever to win the award. And the previous youngest winner was the famous Andy McKee. So he's in good company. So Forrest is here tonight, and we're going to hear him play. Go ahead, Forrest.
Forrest, I'd like to thank you all for having me to play for you. And I'd like to thank you all for your support of arts and music. Without that, I wouldn't be here to play for you. And I'd like to continue that support. Okay.
where they can get a good shot of you. Now, Forrest, we are so grateful that you're here tonight. That actually was a beautiful tune. Does anybody, what is the name of that tune? Did you compose that?
I did.
You did? There we go. So you compose, you play. Do you also write music? Clear? Do you sing also?
I do.
Would you like to?
Sorry.
Well, you know, Miss Austin gave us a very wonderful introduction of you. Warm words are obviously well-deserved, we can see. You're an extremely talented young man, and we certainly hope that you continue doing what you're doing. You've come so far. You know, I tried to actually take up playing the guitar once. I mean, but being a former football player who broke 5 fingers in one hand before it didn't really work. So I envy when I see people just be as smooth as you are on the strings. A couple of questions for you, though, that we'd like to know. I know that you're still pretty young, you've got a long way to go. If you could just tell us a little bit about what you would like to do after, where you want to take your talents and gifts after you leave Topeka Public Schools, and if you'll also introduce your parents, the folks who came with you.
After this, obviously college. Haven't decided where yet, but I plan to go into music education and probably become a high school music teacher. And the people with me today are my father, Andrew, and my brother, Walter. He's also a student in 501 School District.
Walter, do you play any instruments?
Piano.
You do? Here we go. Now, may I ask also, Andrew, do you play? Dad, do you play any instruments?
A little bit of the guitar and the piano so I can support my kids, but I'm more of a harmonica player.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so we could have guitar, piano, harmonica, and you'd be on the vocals too, right? Or is anybody else? Do we all sing too?
A little.
It is absolutely wonderful. It just really, is a wonderful example of how the arts flourish in the Topeka Public Schools, which is probably good for people to hear nowadays. You see, you hear bad news every day about what's happening to the arts and the way people think about the arts in the state of Kansas, but you get down on the ground level and we get a chance to meet really impressive, inspiring people like you, and we see it's a different story. So hopefully some other folks who live in the same city will take, take notice of what you're doing and how important it is and how it can inspire and move people. So, Miss Austin, any?
Oh, I did. I had asked Forrest, I said, do you know who Mr. Hartman is? And he said, no. And I said, that guy in the green right there. And Mr. Hartman is the coordinator of our music program in our district. And so I want to make sure that he knows who you are, Forrest, because when you get that degree.
I was going to say, I'll be looking for
yeah,
it.
He's instrumental in finding our, and helping us to find the best music teachers. So congratulations. It's good to see you.
We've got one thing for you that Miss Austin and I would love